back, Randy Orton fan 2011. It's time for the second round of the PORWC In-N-Out Burger World Cup Series group stage. So this is the second of 6 rounds in the group stage, and we're here at Milwaukee Quarterslammer in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's going to be the first time that I'm going to use this track, so let's hope that we don't have another big wreck fest like we did in Daytona, where one single wreck took out just about 3/4 of the field. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I think 2/3 of the field, yeah. 2/3 of the field got wrecked out of the race in Daytona. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. As, of course, all these countries, they want to make sure they follow up with some good runs. Other countries looking to rebound after bad runs at Daytona, but we'll see what happens here as we give you the starting lineup. Looks like you just got the command to fire up the engine, so Dylan Poteet will be on the pole. Seth Cole will start on the outside pole, trying to rebound after Daytona. Then we got Dylan Young and Trent Dunham in row 2, Aaron Williams, Michael Norman, row 3, Ryan Taylor, Rhett Yates, row 4, Juan Garcia, Kurt Mortanik, rounds out your top 10 in the starting lineup. 30 laps here at Quarterslammer. Let's hope for a clean race. Let's not hope for a wreck fest like we saw at Daytona. As we take the green flag, here we go. 30 laps here at Quarterslammer. And Dylan Poteet got a great start, and he's going to have an advantage coming into turns 1 and 2. Dylan Young trying to stay within striking distance. We're going to take a look at some of the action near the back of the pack, because this is where all these wreck starts are going 3 wide. Oh! Tony Blazer around in the wall. Tony Blazer got involved in that one. Oh, Max Skinner, Ricky Hawk. A lot of good drivers. Corey Williams again. The yellow flag is out again. Jacob Bell took a piece of it. Charles Jackson. Oh, man. And they're racing back to the start-finish line. And it looks like Dylan Poteet did beat the field to the start-finish line at that point. So he will be the leader. But we're going to have to watch carefully. Watch these guys who are taking the wave around. No, they're not taking the wave around. Yeah. Well, Dylan Poteet will be the leader, Dylan Young second, Aaron Williams will be credited in third, Ryan Taylor in fourth, and it looks like Trent Dunham will be in the 5th position. Multiple incidents happening on that very first lap. Wow. We didn't even get a full green flag lap before we got our first caution of the race. Unbelievable. But we'll take a look at what brought out our first caution. Stay tuned. Here's what brings up our first caution of the race. You're going to see Corey Williams, and it looks like Jake Rogers is going to make it 3 wide alongside Ben Paul, our previous race winner. And you see Jake Rogers trying to get away from the Irish sandwich, but instead he ends up getting caught into Corey Williams, and then that collects Tony Blazer around in the process. And you saw Evan Gattuso take a hit. You're going to see Natalie Hayden take a hard hit. Jacob Bell. You saw Ricky Hawk with some damage. Charles Jackson got a piece of it. Oh, and then it looks like who's the 55? That's Max Skinner, who got a nice bit of damage. Oh, I think there was a second incident around the front stretch about the time that happened. That was the first instance that we saw. Oh, there was a second incident near the front stretch, right in front of the start-finish line. Oh, who was it? Who was the guys that got? Oh, man. Oh, it was Trent Dunham and Seth Cole. Trent Dunham went up on the racetrack, and then he ends up collecting Seth Cole in the process. Then you saw Ryan Taylor. Oh man, Ryan Taylor almost got turned around. And you see Seth Cole's gonna bounce off that outside wall. Oh, there was another guy who got turned around. Someone else got turned around. Oh, not really. Juan Garcia just got loose coming into turn 1. He just had so much speed, so much momentum. He just got really loose coming into turn 1. Oh man, how the hell did everyone miss him? Oh, maybe not. Well, wow, that was such a close call for Juan Garcia. Boy, that could have turned out much worse, I'll tell you that. He was lucky to save that shit right there. And oh man, all these, oh man, Austin McDonald, up-and-coming rookie, and he's not going to be happy with his run so far. He's been, he actually did finish the race. He should be, he was satisfied with his first race in the World Cup Series, but now you see him, he's going to take the wave around. He's going to have to work his way up towards this short track if he wants to come away with a good finish here. But multiple incidents brought us under the caution for the first time. We didn't even get through a full green flag lap, unfortunately. But Dylan Poteet will be your leader. Dylan Young second, Aaron Williams third, Ryan Taylor fourth, and Trent Dunham. No way. It looks like, yes, Trent Dunham will be credited in the 5th position. Trent Dunham will be credited in the 5th position. At least that's what I thought it was, but I think NASCAR's telling me that Seth Cole was in 5th position at the time they crossed the start-finish line when the caution came out. So Seth Cole will be in the 5th position. Don't go away, guys. The next green flag run, hopefully, is coming up next. Stay tuned. We're back. Pace cars giving us the 1 to go, and I have no idea why I pressed the space bar from before that. And it looks like Dylan Poteet is our leader, Dylan Young second, Aaron Williams third, Ryan Taylor fourth, Seth Cole as your top 5. Then it's Trent Dunham, Juan Garcia, Michael Norman, Luke Martin, and Rhett Yates 6th through 10th. Pace car is going to make the left turn to pit road once again. Let's see if we can get a few green flag laps here. I mean, the last thing we would want is a wreck fest, because I don't know if these guys are going to like this track. There's the green flag. Here we go. We're going to restart on lap 7. Dylan Young got a great start as well as Dylan Poteet, but there you see Dylan Young going to go to the inside looking for the lead. Oh, they're wreck again. Oh, Max Skinner around, Corey Williams again, and Tony Blazer. And that's going to bring out the yellow flag again. And somehow, some way, Dylan Young got the lead. Oh, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. All these slower cars. Because the last thing these guys would be wrecking on the cooldown lap, and that is just about the last thing any of these guys would want, especially in the group stage. But man, we didn't even go one full green flag lap again. I don't know how many times we're going to be wrecking around here. I have no idea, but whatever. But we saw Max Skinner got a piece of that one. Oh man, Ben Paul, a previous race winner, he's in the garage. And he's done for the day. Looks like we saw someone from, I think, Team France, but I'm not sure who it was. If I can check it on the track, I think it was Jason Marshall. We see Kurt Mortanik is still on the track. Oh, Michael Norman, a lot of damage on the 30 car. He's going to go to the garage. Oh, man. What the hell was that for? He was just... Evan Gattuso just gave him a nice little shot. Oh, and Alyssa Anderson, Israeli native, she's done for the day. Wow. There might have been, I'm guessing there might have been multiple incidents that happened on that, under that caution, but we're going to have to take a look at all of them. So we'll take a look at what brought our second caution of the race. Stay tuned. Here's the incidents that brought us under the caution for the second time in this race. You saw the 53 Corey Williams going to go just stick out on that apron, and then all of a sudden he's going to get loose, and then he gets into Max Skinner. He's going to get into Max Skinner, and then Tony Blazer, again, just another innocent bystander. Oh, and then Max Skinner just takes out his teammate Jacob Bell. I think there was multiple incidents around somewhere. There was a second incident, I think. Here's the race back to the start-finish line, and Dylan Young somehow, some way, beat Dylan Poteet to the start-finish line there. But there was a second incident that happened somewhere around this area. We saw Anthony McCurry had some damage on the 2. We saw Alyssa Anderson go to the garage, but we're going to have to wait and see. We have to take a look at what that incident was for. I mean, I know the pace car is invisible and all that, but we have to take a good look at this. We have to take a good look at what happened around this area, because you saw, oh man. Oh, something, Seth Cole just got turned around. Who was it? Oh, Michael Norman just went up the racetrack. Michael Norman just went up the racetrack, and he takes out Seth Cole. Take a good look at this again. Now, the big question was this intentional or not? That's the big question. Oh, Michael Norman clearly came up the racetrack, and he got into Seth Cole. And then you saw that everyone just slow down. You just saw everyone slow down. We take a look at our bird's eye view camera. You saw Anthony McCurry was going to get the worst of that one. Alyssa Anderson took a hard hit. And Luke Martin barely avoiding damage. But there you see Seth Cole, Anthony McCurry. They're two good buddies, but unfortunately they're going to be done for this one. And we're getting word that Michael Norman has acquired a penalty. Has acquired a, not just a penalty, but a disqualification. So not a good World Cup Series debut for Michael Norman, as he intentionally got into Seth Cole, and he will get a disqualification. He will be dead last, and in this World Cup Series, he will get no points. That's what's going to be make it even worse for Team Spain. So Michael Norman is not going to be a happy camper after this one. You just don't do that. There's no room for that shit. And Alyssa Anderson giving Michael Norman the finger there. Oh, but I think there was something happened around this area. There was something happening around there. You saw Evan Gattuso. Oh, guess Evan Gattuso gave Michael Norman a little shot. Like, yeah, that's how. Yeah, you don't do that in the World Cup Series. Michael Norman, he's got to learn his lesson on this one. He may be a rookie. I understand he's a rookie and all that, but I mean, you just don't go up the racetrack and cause a big pileup. You just don't. And there you see Jake Cole, another great driver in the 17 representing Team Brazil, and he's going to go to the garage. So because of that, Michael Norman has acquired a disqualification, and he will get 0 points. And that is not a good sign for Team Spain, I'll tell you that. I mean, there's a difference between getting 1 point and getting no points whatsoever. Oh man, Alyssa Anderson just went back on the race, just went onto pit road, and she forgot that Jake Cole was even there. And look at the damage on that 14 Israeli machine. Wow, multiple incidents that we have seen so far in this race. And boy, Seth Cole's got to be fuming about that right now. Just got turned around. A rookie mistake by Michael Norman causes Seth Cole to be fuming, and he's all the way back in 30th. Well, Dylan Young will be the leader, followed by Dylan Poteet, Aaron Williams third, Ryan Taylor fourth, Trent Dunham rounds out your top 5. Don't go away, guys. We got more green flag racing right after this. We're back. Pace car giving us the one to go once again. Dylan Young's the leader, followed by Dylan Poteet, Aaron Williams, Ryan Taylor, Trent Dunham. That's your top 5. Then Juan Garcia, Rhett Yates, Luke Martin, Kurt Mortanik, and Emilio Navarrete 6th through 10th. Looks like we're down to 29 cars. So 7 cars at this point have DNF'd from the race. So the safety cars made the left turn to pit road, and here we go. Let's hope for a clean green flag lap. We don't want to wreck again. But, I mean, with 29 cars still on the track, I'm not sure about that. The green flag back out in the air. Here we go on lap 12. Or, excuse me, lap 13, and I failed again. I don't know where we will get a green flag lap. Oh, man, Anthony McCurry, heavy damage. He's going to go to the garage. Wow. And we guess we do get a clean green flag lap, so, yeah. Oh, the battle of the Dylans here. Dylan Poteet, Dylan Young. They're not cutting each other any slack. Oh, Aaron Williams trying to make it 3 wide. Oh! Aaron Williams in the wall. Dylan Young's in the wall. And the yellow flag is out once again. Oh, man. Hunter Combs got a huge piece of that one. Hunter Combs, Danny Wells, Emilio Navarrete. Oh, boy. The yellow flag is out once again. And Dylan Poteet will be credited as the leader. But Aaron Williams and Dylan Young, two notable PORWC/NNSCRA members, got involved with the main subjects on that third caution. We're going to take a good look at what happened, so stay tuned. Here's what brings out the caution for the third time this season. I mean, this race. I don't know how many. I don't know which number failed I got there. We'll see if we'll see. Oh man, Aaron Williams just gets loose coming into turn 4, and then he just gets into Dylan Young there. That's gonna get Dylan Young loose, and then you saw Aaron Williams gonna get turned around by Rihanna Taylor. And then Aaron Williams, Dylan Young gonna bounce off the outside wall. But watch everyone else that just starts to pile in. Oh wait, they already got wrecked before they piled in. They were already wrecking before they piled into Aaron Williams and Dylan Young. Looks like Hunter Combs. Oh man, Emilio Navarrete tried to slide back down on the racetrack. He just didn't clear Hunter Combs. Oh man, Danny Wells just nowhere to go. Man, another tough break for Danny Wells. You see Hunter Combs going to get into Aaron Williams. Liam Irvin going to take a small hit. Wow, Jake Cole avoiding that on the outside. And I don't know how you do that. But I think that was the primary incident that brought us under the caution for the third time this race. There you see Seth Cole is going to go back on the racetrack. He's going to be a lot of laps down. But with all these wrecks occurring, I think maybe Seth Cole could come up with something big here. We'll see if enough cars wreck, then maybe Seth Cole could move up a few spots and get Team Israel back on the map here. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the same thing for Team USA and Aaron Williams. We saw Danny Wells for Team Spain, 2 members of Team Spain already in the garage, including one with a DNF. Oh, excuse me, disqualification. I don't know how many times I'm going to fail on this one. The last member of Team Spain is Jake Rogers, and now the maximum points amount, really, he's got to be winning. He's got to win this one, or at least get a top 5 in order to keep Team Spain in the hunt here. Because, I mean, just one race can take an entire team right out of the hunt. I saw Aaron Williams. He's in the garage. He's got to get some repairs. I'm not sure if he'll be back on the racetrack. I highly doubt it, though. But we'll take a look at our top 5 at this point. That's Dylan Poteet, Rihanna Taylor, Trent Dunham, Rhett Yates, and Juan Garcia. We did get a clean green flag lap that time, but let's see if we can make it even longer. So stay tuned. We're back. Pace car giving us the one to go once again. Dylan Poteet's the leader, followed by Rihanna Taylor, Trent Dunham, Rhett Yates, and Juan Garcia. That's your top 5. Then it's Luke Martin, Kurt Mortanik, Jake Rogers, Preston Plord, Natalie Hayden, 6th through 10th. Aaron Williams and Anthony McCurry are back on the racetrack, as well as Seth Cole and Emilio Navarrete. We'll see if these lap down cars can play a factor in this one, as we await the green flag on lap 20. 11 laps to go here at Milwaukee Quarterslammer. There is the green flag, so here we go. We'll see if those lap down cars really start to play a factor in this one. You never know. They could be a difference maker here, and they're definitely being a difference maker for like Rhett Yates and Juan Garcia. And now Rihanna Taylor's going to take the lead. Uh-oh. I mean, the last thing we would want are the leaders wrecking. That could open the door for Trent Dunham. Oh, no! Seth Cole, huge hit. Juan Garcia. Rhett Yates got a piece of that one. Richard Earnhardt, Ty Naughton up in smoke. Kurt Mortanik, a huge amount of damage. The caution's out once again. Oh, man. What a mess. Oh, they're still wrecking. They're still wrecking. What the hell? Unbelievable. Wow. We have seen some incredible racing so far, but, I mean, this is probably the last thing we'd want. Too many incidents, too many cautions. Oh boy. Well, Ryan Taylor has been credited as the leader, and we'll see. I'm not sure how many laps we're going to get to go on this, but it looks like Ryan Taylor, if she can stay consistent here, she can be well on her way to her very first career PORWC victory, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, so stay tuned. Here's what we'll put us under the caution for the 4th time in this race. Take a look at our bird's eye view camera, you see Kurt Mortanik, Seth Cole, and Rhett Yates, they're going 3 wide, and you know that doesn't work on a short track. Oh man, Kurt Mortanik takes the hardest amount of damage, Seth Cole got a huge piece of it, as well as Rhett Yates. Juan Garcia just nowhere to go. Man, another tough break for Juan Garcia. And oh man, Luke Martin. How about that for Luke Martin? He may be a rookie, but that is a veteran move by Luke Martin right there. And he'll be able to stay within the top 10 here. But there was a bunch of other cars who got involved in that wreck. We'll see who they were. We know Juan Garcia and Juan Garcia took a hard hit, and Richard Earner and Ty Naughton. Ty Naughton gets collected in that mess. I'll try if we can go through this frame by frame here. Take it from the Seth Cole point of view. You'll see, oh, Liam Ervig just gave a shot to Charles Jackson there. That was the first incident, but there was a second incident that happened as they crossed the start-finish line. There was a second incident. The race back to the start-finish line was Ryan Taylor beating Dylan Poteet and Trent Dunham to the line. But we have to take a good look at the rest of the field. Oh, I think this might be the source of the second incident. That might be the source of the second incident right around here. You saw Preston Plord and Hunter Combs, two allies. I don't know what's going on here. But, I mean, you know, you're racing for your country. You're racing for the country you're representing. So, I mean, you know, well, I guess everything's on the line here. I mean, we're still in the group stage, you know. I mean, I don't mind this around the knockout stage, but we're still in the group stage. But, I mean, hey, that's racing for you. You see, let's take a look at this again. You see Hunter Combs going to slide up the racetrack, and he doesn't even know that Preston Plord was right there. Again, Preston Plord's going to bounce off the wall. Then you saw Hunter Combs got spun out via Preston Plord. And then everyone else tried to dodge it. And Alyssa Anderson could not. Alexander Williams could not. Ricky Hawk could not. Jake Kolb, huge piece of it. William Duncan got some damage. Charles Jackson got a piece of it. Wow. 2 incidents, and I don't know how many cars we're down to now. But it looks like at this point, we'll go a lap forward here. At this point, Ryan Taylor is the leader. Dylan Poteet is second. Trent Dunham is third. Anthony McCurry, he's actually a lap down. Jake Rogers is actually fourth. And Luke Martin is in the 5th position. We'll see how many laps we do get, how many laps left in this race. I'm not sure how many laps there will be left in this race, but we'll have to wait and see, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're back. Pace car's giving us the one to go for probably the final time this race. Ryan Taylor's the leader, followed by Dylan Poteet, Trent Dunham. It's Jake Rogers, and then Luke Martin. There's your top 5. We're down to 20 cars, it looks like. You see Anthony McCreary, Aaron Williams, and Emilio Navarrete are the lap down cars. We'll see if they play a factor in these last 4 laps. There are 17 cars currently on the lead lap. We'll see if we can get to a green flag finish. But the pace car has already made the left turn to pit road. And we're going to go around with 4 laps to go for the final restart here. Let's hope for a green flag finish, but I wouldn't count on it. You see everyone trying to take advantage of the lapped cars. Luke Martin trying to move up a few spots at the expense of his Team USA captain, Aaron Williams. 3 to go now, but Trent Dunham... Oh! Trent Dunham gave a little shot to Dylan Poteet. There's still no caution just yet. And now Trent Dunham and Ryan Taylor battling for the lead now. No caution, 2 laps to go. Oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a 3-car battle for the win. Uh-oh, going 3 wide. Look out, look out! Make that a 4-car battle as Jake Rogers tries to come into the mix here. The yellow flag is not out. The white flag is taken. So here we go. 1 lap to go. We will get a green flag finish. And Trent Dunham, Ryan Taylor battling for the lead, but Ryan Taylor's got the advantage. Oh, and there was a wreck down near the back. There's a wreck down near the back, and Ryan Taylor is going to come away with the win here at Quarterslammer. Alexander Williams, a hard hit. Ricky Hawk took some damage. Alyssa Anderson, heavy damage on the 14 machine. Emilio Navarrete might have gotten a piece of it. Wow. All these wrecks, and somehow, someway, Ryan Taylor comes out on top. What a win for the rookie Ryan Taylor. Her first career PORWC victory. And boy, winning at a short track, that's got to be huge for Ryan Taylor. Trent Dunham will end up 2nd. Dylan Poteet will end up 3rd. Jake Rogers will end up 4th. Luke Martin will round out your top 5. Well, it's been good runs for 2 notable rookies here, including Ryan Taylor and Luke Martin here. I'll tell you, these guys are going to be 2 guys to be on the lookout for starting Season 3. But of course, I still got to get my side series out of the way first before we officially start Season 3 of the GameStop and Pepsi Cup series. But there were multiple incidents that happened on that, I think, lap 28 or 29. I'm not sure because the cars did spread out before. The cars, I am not sure if they did take it, if they did get to the line before the yellow flag came out, because I did see the white flag. So I am not sure about that. We're going to take a good look at all those incidents that happened, so stay tuned. Here's a look. We'll bring us our final caution of the race, and it's actually our 5th, by the way. You see Ricky Hawk, Alexander Williams, and Austin McDonald. They're going to make everything 3 wide, but then you see Austin McDonald just let off the gas a little bit, and then it's going to give Ricky Hawk a huge run, but then Alexander Williams is right there, and then Williams just gets turned around by the 15 of Ricky Hawk. Austin McDonald just barely avoiding damage there. And they see both of those cars going to get good as wrecked. Oh, man. Max Skinner took another hard hit. Wow. So many incidents here that have happened. But we need to take a good look at this because if one of these cars were sideways, yes, that is the signal that they were sideways. But no, they did not get to the start-finish line before the caution came out. They did not get to the start-finish line before the caution came out. So really, this was the battle for the lead. This was the battle for the win here. And man, was it a finish. Boy, that is just too close to call. That is so close to call, I'll tell you that. But clearly you saw Ryan Taylor cross the line first, followed by Trent Dunham. Oh man, I just wish we had that as the finish at the checkered flag. But man, you cannot ask for a better finish than that. Little less than 1/100th of a second was the margin. We're getting the word that it was 8/1,000ths of a second. No wait, you lied, you fucktard. Give me that sheet. Well, we're getting the true word of it, or the true scoring. The scoring was, I think, 5/1,000ths of a second. 5/1,000ths of a second was the margin. This was the winning margin here for Ryan Taylor. Look at that once again. I really wish we got a side camera angle. Oh wait, here's a better view of it. There it is. There is the margin. There is the margin. That very well looks like the closest finish that we have ever seen in the PORWC. But we gotta take a good look at this again because this was an epic battle. You saw Dylan Poteet, Jake Rogers try to get involved in it as well. We go through it from our bird's eye view camera. Now we're gonna play it frame by right around here. We're gonna play it frame by frame. Well, that's just a horrible angle right there. That was a horrible angle. We'll go back around here. Play this frame by frame. You saw they were dead even right before they got to the start-finish line, but there is the margin right there. 5/1000ths of a second was the margin between Trent Dunham and Rihanna Taylor, but Rihanna Taylor, the up-and-coming female driver, comes out on top, and she will get her first career PORWC victory as we take you to your official race results. Well, we actually got an official word that Rihanna Taylor failed post-race inspection. Oh boy. And that's going to change everything now. That just changed the entire landscape of this race. And now we have the official race results, and somehow, some way, Alyssa Anderson came out on top. I don't know how the hell that happened. I have no idea how the hell that happened. But Rihanna Taylor, apparently we got the word that she failed post-race inspection. And that has got to be the toughest break Rihanna Taylor is going to take. I don't know about this. I mean, NR 2003 apparently just glitched again on me. I have no idea why this happened, but... well, unfortunately, I got to say that Team Israel will end up on top. I mean, that's what I'm seeing on the standings here. Obviously, I saw Rihanna Taylor come away as the leader, but apparently, I guess she slowed down a little too much that Alyssa Anderson just had so much speed to take the lead away from her, I guess. Wow, that is just unbelievable to what we have seen. That is just unbelievable. So, unfortunately, Rihanna Taylor has failed post-race inspection, but that really doesn't matter as Alyssa Anderson will end up going to victory lane. And probably the most lucky, that's probably going to be the luckiest win Alyssa Anderson will ever get in any PORWC or any NR 2003 series, to say the least. But a very, very controversial finish here. And Alyssa Anderson is credited as the official winner somehow. I have no idea how this happened, but apparently NR 2003 just glitched on me again. But whatever. So, and somehow, some way, Team Israel will end up on top. That is just so surprising there. Very questionable finish, but I'll have to take it here. Alyssa Anderson will go to victory lane instead of Rihanna Taylor. Trent Dunham will end up third. Dylan Poteet fourth. Jake Rogers rounds out your top five. Luke Martin, another great run for him, in sixth. Preston Plord will end up seventh. Natalie Hayden's eighth. Corey Williams, after getting involved in a few wrecks early on, he will end up ninth. William Duncan runs out your top 10. We go through 11th through 20th now. Austin McDonald, Charles Jackson, Liam Ervig, Rhett Yates, Ricky Hawk, Alexander Williams, Max Sinner with the DNF. Then Emilio Navarrete, Anthony McCrory, and Aaron Williams. And then you see here the bottom 16, all DNF'd. Hunter Combs, Jake Cole, Juan Garcia, Richard Earnhardt, Seth Cole, Kurt Mortanik, Ty Naughton, Danny Wells, Dylan Young, Jake Bassinger, Michael Norman with a disqualification. He will get 0 points. And for those of you in 32nd through 36, move yourself up one position. So in 31st is Evan Gattuso, 32nd is Jason Marshall, 33rd is Ben Paul, 34th is Jacob Bell, and 35th is Tony Blazer. Michael Norman will end up with a disqualification. He will finish dead last. He will get no points for Team Spain. And that's going to be a heartbreaker for Team Spain right there, for one of their drivers to get no points. And really, Jake Rogers, who ended up finishing 5th, had to do all the work. Our leading team at this coming into this race, Team USA, Luke Martin gave Team USA 31 big points there. And Anthony McCrory and Aaron Williams will give them 35 more. So 66 points for Team USA, and that's going to be huge for them. They want to make sure they stay on top of Group A, but we'll have to wait and see. But what a controversial finish to this one. And what I thought was an exciting finish turns out to become one of the most controversial finishes that I've seen in any of my NR 2003 series. But I guess I can say congratulations to Alyssa Anderson. I really am not sure about this, but I just had to go from what the results say here. And I'm very sorry that this ended up glitching on me, and it fucking sucks, but whatever. Well, very interesting day here at Quarterslammer, but too many wrecks, unfortunately. And I had the drafting distance at 1.2. I just chose a short track, and unfortunately I ended up with this. But whatever. Alright, well, round 3 will be coming up very soon, and, well, probably not that soon, but soon in, like, soon in the not-so-near future, but I mean, what I mean not so near, I mean just maybe in a few days or so. But, I guess congratulations to Alyssa Anderson for, winning here, conquering Quarterslammer, I guess, with the damaged car, but whatever. This has been your PORWC President, Randy Orton Fan 2011, aka Kevin Rabinal, aka Sim Rally NASCAR Fan 34, signing off. I'm out.